Hi, I'm Jason Buffington. I'm the Principal Analyst at ESG covering all forms of data protection. At ESG, we often talk about data protection as a spectrum of activities that starts with backup and then builds in both directions. But as vendors and service providers are evolving, here's another way to think of this evolution within our space. Imagine a capital letter Y. At the base is backup, and parenthetically also restore. There are a few vendors and too many customers that are still just struggling with the fundamental question of, can I reliably make copies, backups, of my stuff and recover it in a timely way? As you move up, you're now doing data protection. You've figured out how to reliably back up and rapidly recover, and you've also figured out that backup alone is not enough. So you're combining backups, which are ideal for previous versioning over time, with snapshots and replication. Snapshots gives you even faster recoveries from within the same primary storage as your production data, while replication gives you data survivability, which will hopefully be part of your BCDR strategy. And ideally, you're doing this all through an integrated approach with policies and management, likely through a modern backup tool. Some vendors and providers are evolving their data protection products, services, and portfolio towards data availability. That's the right side of the Y and the right half of ESG's data protection spectrum. Data protection has always been about the race to zero for downtime and data loss. We measure that in recovery point objectives and recovery time objectives with business level accountability through service level agreements. But in modern IT, all backup products leave you just as down until somebody clicks that restore button. It's at that point that rapid or instant recovery capabilities really start to shine. But to further mature beyond rapid, reliable recovery, which is reactive, one must become proactive for assured availability. For some, that includes integrating replication, failover, and clustering technologies into your strategy. For others, you simply need to combine your rapid recovery features from backups and snaps and replication with automation and orchestration capabilities, ideally with monitoring mechanisms as well, because that's how you get availability. There are other vendors and providers that are evolving their data protection offerings towards data management, the left part of the ESG data protection spectrum. See, this is where we start looking strategically at the data. Where are the copies? Do we need all the copies? What subset of the data is necessary for long-term retention? What else can I do with the data that I have? This is where we figure out how to archive. First, simply for just removing that dormant data off of expensive primary storage, and then later deciding what to keep what you need for retention and remove the rest, which only has operational value for a few years. Then by combining those archival tools with corporate culture, that's how we get to e-discovery preparedness, to regulatory compliance, to information governance. It's also where you start to get into copy data management as a means of what else can you do with the data discussion. In full disclosure, it would be hard for any single product to evolve equally in both directions. But there are some that'll certainly blur the lines, and that said, there are a few product portfolios from a single vendor or a few well-integrated partnering vendors that can offer that full gamut of capabilities. And it's those combinations as a means to address the ever-broadening range of mandates from your business units, from your compliance regulatory folks, even other IT stakeholders. That's what's going to be interesting to watch in 2017 and beyond. Data management focuses on the information contained. Data protection focuses on the infrastructure and its recoverability. Data availability focuses on assuring the productivity of the users and the business units. There isn't a wrong versus right answer here, but maybe all of this helps you think about how your vendors and providers are evolving and where that's going to take you and our industry moving forward. I'm Jason Buffington for ESG. Thanks for watching.